So training your inner core on a Bosu ball, what you want to do is you want to find your sweet spot. So this is too far back for me, so I'm going to just little inches forward. It's not a huge move, but it's just enough that, okay, now you find your balance point. So that's the first part of using a Bosu ball for your core, is being able to hold the dead bug without teetering back or forth. If you're teetering back, move forward. If you're teetering that way, then move back. And then you just want to have yourself kind of in that dead bug position. You're going to shake, you're going to move all over the place, and that's good. That means your inner core is having to stabilize you. Remember, the inner core helps optimize the function of the pelvic floor, so it's important to have that strength deep within. If your neck starts to fatigue, because most people don't spend much time strengthening their neck, it's a great exercise to do that. Try to endure as long as you can, but when it gets too tired, you can support it with your hands, okay? And then from here, you want to start working on moving those legs without losing the distance between your rib and your hip. Notice I'm not doing this. I'm not doing a crunch. All I'm doing is holding this neutral position between my ribs and my hip, and I'm just moving my legs from that very neutral position. And nothing is changing, and you just do as many as you can. Maybe you can't touch the floor yet, that's okay. Just try to move your feet in the air, and then switch the hands that's supporting, because you may want to do an opposite arm, opposite leg. And so you may just do this kind of approach. And so you can try to do opposite arm, opposite leg. Again, just trying to balance. So that's the dead bug. Now, of course, you would need to do the flip side to that. And that's where you're going to find your balance point on the Bosu ball in your Superman. So here again, you're trying to find the point that you don't tip back or tip forward. So you've got to find that perfect spot where you can stay. In here, you'll do some Ys, and you're just floating off the floor the entire time. Then you can transition to Ts. When you transition to Ts, you have to bend your knees to counterbalance. And so you'll do your Ts for 10, and then you'll go in to your Ws. So your Ws require you to go back to your Y, straightening out your legs, and then pulling in like a frog, and then out. And then you'll do 10 of those. And then you repeat again, another 10 Ys, 10 Ts, 10 Ws. Okay, and then you do a third set if you have enough endurance. You can also do some back extensions. So both hands are behind the head, and you're just lifting your body up. So they're like back crunches. Instead of for your abs, they're for your lower back. So you go down and up, and then exhale. Now during this, because there's so much pressure on the pelvic floor here, you've got to think about contracting your pelvic floor while you're moving. Otherwise, you'll potentially experience some leakage. So make sure you're really trying to do this slowly, and you may only get a couple initially, and then you have to break. As soon as you have leakage that you can no longer control, you want to stop this exercise, take a break, and then try again, and build your endurance or your tolerance as time goes, because there's a lot of pressure when doing this exercise. So take your time, be patient with it. Good luck.